Let's talk about, again, one way that I've learned of buying notes. Now, in every neighborhood, and I have this picture on the left-hand side so you guys can see this. In every neighborhood, there's houses and houses and houses. Again, mortgages pump out millions and millions and millions of dollars. I was working with a company that would go out and go to a trade, and they would buy a pool of notes. You guys have probably heard about this. There's different banks out there that will bundle a pool of notes, and they'll sell them. Well, this company, what they would do, they would break them down to what's called tranches. Okay? Tranche is a French word for slice. So what they would do, they would sell off a tranche of loans. They all had equity in them. And if they had equity in them, they would sell the liens for 50 cents on the dollar. So again, I want you guys to remember this. An equity tranche, you can buy the lien for 50 cents on the dollar. You can buy the note for 50 cents on the dollar. Let me give you an example here. This is the property in the equity tranche. Woo! That's nice. That's the type of property we're talking about with the equity tranche. Now, they all may not look that good, but I want you guys to see what an equity tranche is. It's a beautiful house, beautiful property in a great neighborhood. Again, you can buy it for 50 cents on the dollar. Don't forget that now. This property that I just showed you is worth $1 million. They have a $200,000 that's owed on the first. It's in arrears. That means they're missing payments. You can put any amount you want in there. I don't want you guys to get caught up in that. I want you to understand the concept that I'm trying to teach you. That's buying the defaulted note for 50 cents on the dollar. They have a $200,000 second. It's in arrears. I don't care how much you put on there for arrears. You could put $25,000. You could put $50,000. You could put $100,000 on either the first or the second. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't bother me. I'm still excited about this deal. This property needs no repairs. I want you guys to tell me how much equity is in this property. I'm not going to give you the answer to the next slide. Don't count the arrears. Just look at what's owed on the first and the second. Deduct it from what it's worth. That's your equity. All right, I'll give you enough hints. Let's keep moving. The owners would rather not sell this house. They would actually lose it to foreclosure instead. Note that Chris is telling you about. That owner is the same way. They will not sell the property. They would rather lose to foreclosure instead because they're emotionally tied to the property. The homeowner that Chris is working with, been in their house 26 years. This is not someone that bought their house using 100% financing 3 years ago. They've been in their house a while, has a ton of equity, and something happened in their lives. They've hit hard times and stopped paying. How many of you have lost your job? I've lost my job before. I've been laid off. Okay? Bad things happen to good people, and that's what we're going through in this economy because it's so rough. So again, this is the property that we can buy the note on for 50 cents on the dollar. Let me keep going, give you guys some real numbers. Again, I call this creating equity out of thin air. Again, the property's worth $1 million at a 200 first, at a 200 second. There's the debt on the property. So again, how much equity is in this property? $600,000 of equity. Let me do the numbers. Let me show you guys how I buy the notes and create even more equity out of thin air. There's the numbers again, worth $1 million, got a 200 first. How much, again, could you buy that second for? Remember, it was 50 cents on the dollar. So how much would that be? Good job, you guys. You could buy it for $100,000. You can buy a second mortgage at 50 cents on the dollar. You would pay $100,000. I'm excited about that. But I know you're saying, Terry, I don't have the money. Or some of you are saying, Terry, I've got the money. I'm buying. So again, now we got $300,000 of debt total in the property, including your discount. Look at there. Now there's $700,000 of equity. And I know you guys are saying, come on, I know the question you guys are asking because I've been teaching this for so long, and I've heard the questions over and over and over again. But Terry, you can't sell that house for $1 million and get $1 million. I know that. You know that. In the good days, when things were great, you could sell that property for more than $1 million. Today, since the market's not that great, guess what? You may get $700,000. You may get $750,000. But look at the debt on it. It's only $300,000. And if you can get $750,000, there's plenty of equity position in that property. I would buy this note every day of the week and twice on Saturday and Sunday. Now, if you don't understand it, that's okay. That means we need to do more training. But some of you are going, wow, that's not a bad move. And remember, again, you guys, you don't own the property. You just own the note. Let's talk.